mother, Angela. She's our patient.
I've been out of touch with her for a very long time. Oh my God.
Her mind is very active in the simulation.
Simulation?
She went on a homicidal rampage. This is your chance to ask her why.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi, Carly. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Greetings from Las Vegas.
Greetings from Los Angeles.
Oh, we're neighbors.
We are. So cute. Do you want some sugar?
Huh? Just a little bit, please.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking about your new film, Demonic. I enjoyed it. It was so different. And I was wondering, as an actress, since it's such a cutting edge horror film from Neil Blomkamp, when you were reading the script, how did that come across? Did it come across like it was cutting edge and different?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. And I, like you, Jeffrey, I too was sort of like the question mark at the end of the sentence. Like, I understand it. I get it. I think like it was all of those things upon reading it, but it was, it was such a blend of genres to me that was exciting. I know that sounds maybe unconventional, but I actually really appreciated that it was all things at once, because it just allows for so much more to explore. And the read of the script was really interesting. What was really clear to me at the time was the kind of core conceit of it being like a mother-daughter relationship story with the backdrop of all these other zany bananas things that are happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the movie revolves around Carly's rocky relationship with her mother, who's in a coma. And this company called Therapol is treating her, but it's so unconventional. And I was kind of surprised that, the character of Carly just kind of went along with it so quickly. She's
Yeah. I mean, I think, in the sake of making a modern day film, things have to be cut out and edited for, to fit a time period and everything else, but a time slot rather. But yeah, there's, in the reading of the script, it was like there was a lot of a slow burn. Like that was very, very clear, was like the slow burn leading up to when things kicked in. But for dramatic action, when you see a moving picture, you need things to happen.
Absolutely. And when she enters her mind in this dreamlike state, the subconscious can be a very scary place. And that's such a creative way for a director to really kind of explore that unknown frontier of the mind.
Oh, certainly. I mean, that was to me a huge compelling draw, was this idea of like, it's such an intimate and vulnerable place to be, especially in somebody else's mind. Like you are not in control in any capacity. So the concept of like surrendering to that and allowing that and being there in order to try to heal these rifts was a really evocative concept to me.
Yeah, and especially using volumetric capture, 260 cameras to capture a VR version, a virtual reality version of you. Was it kind of bizarre, getting direction, because when you do special effects, it's kind of weird to say, look over here or look at this tennis ball. So how did you shoot those scenes?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's like the actual stage that you're in for volumetric capture is, like you said, 260 cameras that are built in a round, like in a cage around you. And look, no one should have that many cameras on them. Like you cannot hide, you cannot escape the eyes of those things. But so we were on a stage doing that. But as you mentioned, it is a visual effects, process of going like, these things are going to be built in. And fortunately, I was able to, in terms of the physical space, I was able to walk through the real environments that like we used for the photo real environments in the simulation. So I knew kind of like where a wall was, or where the staircase was, or where that thing on the wall that I was looking at was, or, I knew where those things were in time and space already. So that was helpful. But it was very strange. Like it's a very, very, it's a very, like everything feels deconstructed in some capacity, and you just have to kind of reconstruct it and use your imagination and really pull from that well of emotion inside you in terms of the sequences that we shot, that were the mother-daughter connection in the film.
Absolutely.
So it was a challenge, but it was really fun. It was fun to try.
I can't imagine working with Neil Blomkamp, District 9, Chappie, Elysium. He's one of the most visual directors in recent years. And so what was it like working with him?
Yeah, I love working with Neil. I've been so fortunate to work with him so many times over, between Elysium and his Oat Studios shorts that we were just kind of, having fun, experimenting, kicking our feet in the dirt, like taking swings at things. And I think that's where, I had already been a fan of his from District 9, and then working with him on Elysium, even in that small capacity, was such a treat. But then doing the Oat stuff was when I really was able to kind of like be more immersive with him. And that's where I just sort of gained such a level of respect, because, he wanted to create content his way. He wanted to have unrestricted ability to make the films he wanted to make, even in short form, and also try out new concepts. And I really respect that. I think it's part of his innovation as a director.
Well, congratulations on a very innovative horror film. And real quick, they're wrapping me up here, but back when I first started in this career, being a film critic, I did the Snow Day junket. And I don't know if you did interviews. Did you do some of the press interviews for television, or?
I honestly, oh my God.
I know Chevy Chase was there and some of the kids were there, but I'm like, did I interview you 21 years ago for Snow Day?
Oh my gosh, Jeffrey, it's entirely possible, but I can't remember. I had such a small part on that film too, but maybe if that landed like during the time that I was doing Popular and stuff, it's possible that I might have been there, but I can't remember. But that was, again, such a fun film to shoot, like Skylar Fisk and Mark and Chevy Chase. Like it was
crazy
time. Yeah. And
well, anyway, I just thought that was a cool little marker there. I was looking at your filmography. I'm like, Snow Day. That was my first junkets ever. So you've come a long way.
Yeah. Look, we all have to start somewhere. And those bit parts were part of the, they create the roots.
Absolutely. Well, they're yelling at me. I got to go. Carly, thank you so much. And we'll talk again soon. Thank you.
It's nice to see you. Thanks so much, Jeffrey.